As the video shows, as the title of the video says, we got some work to do, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's Coach Steve. It's the end of my first week. It's Sunday. Let's see, what date is it today? Sunday, June 7th. We had a decent week. I would say overall it was a B week. We got all of our training in. Missed a couple spots on our nutrition. But with that being said, it was a decent effort for our first week. But as the video shows, as the title of the video says, we got some work to do, y'all. It's been tough dealing with the fact that we got our InBody analysis done, and certainly the numbers came back pretty rough. And so I don't want to live in this world of like fake YouTube, fake influencer kind of reality. I want this to be authentic. I'm a real coach. I'm a real human being. And despite the fact that maybe we've been dealing with some injuries, I know I have not been consistent as far as my working out, conditioning or lifting wise, and certainly the numbers are indicating such, right? So let's go over some of this stuff, right? The biggest red flag is, well, number one, you would think the biggest red flag would be our body fat percent. Body fat percent came in really high at 31.3%. Definitely not proud of that. It is what it is, but it's one of the highest priority items that we got to take care of. Having excess body fat puts you at risk for all kinds of metabolic diseases, and it's certainly just something that we got to take care of, right? I would say though, probably the highest, most concerning thing that I saw in my InBody analysis is my visceral fat, and it's something that we all, especially as we get older, really need to pay attention to if we're going to maintain and live a healthy life. Visceral fat has a lot of implications as it relates to metabolic disease, and mine came in at 163.7. It's super high, y'all, super high. Visceral fat is basically the fat that goes around your organs. It's not the fat that's hanging off your belly or your arms or on your legs. It's the fat between your organs. This is a highly metabolic tissue, and there's a lot of implications, like I said, as it relates to metabolic diseases such as diabetes, those types of things, right? And so it's going to be one of the first things that we address. But overall, if we look at the training that we're doing, we're lifting weights. Right now I'm on 4 days a week. I'm alternating between upper and lower body days with a rest day on Wednesdays, and then we get back to it on Thursday and Friday. And then we're trying to clean up our nutrition, right? We're managing our calories at approximately, I'm around 2,400, 2,500 calories per day. I am super active. I am a lead strength and conditioning coach in the Army, so I'm still running with my soldiers and I'm still working out. But obviously, if we look at these numbers here, I have a lot of work to do, okay? And so as far as the InBody analysis is concerned, those are the two highest, most pressing items that we have to address. And so as I start my second week going into this 8-week program, I really got to lock in the nutrition. I got to really take all the training aspects serious. But in addition to that, it's a holistic approach on how we address these issues, right? If I'm only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, it's going to be very difficult to maintain my energy throughout the week in order to manage these things. In addition to that, it's highly stressful. We release cortisol. Cortisol makes it hard for us to lose fat. And so it's certainly something that we have to look at from a big picture standpoint. But certainly the most important item as it relates to body fat percent, visceral fat, will be our nutrition. That's going to be the thing that we have to lock in. And it is what it is. I don't want to sit here and pretend it's not something than what it is, right? And I think it's very important, if you guys are going out here and getting your body fat now analyzed, that we take this super serious. Our goals should be under 20% body fat, preferably. That's what my goal is going to be. I have a long way to go to get there. It's not going to get done in these first 8 weeks. The initial 8 weeks as we get back to it, right? It's a reset. We have to develop the momentum so that this can carry over to a more of a lifestyle rather than just an 8-week training program. So again, it'll be 8 weeks as it relates to the over 40 reset. The reset implies that you're kind of getting back into shape, but certainly you're not just going to go 8 weeks and stop there, right? And certainly I'm not either. So it's kind of my way of getting back into the groove, but these issues will need to be addressed going forward, and it's going to take some time to get there, but we are going to get there. So Let's look at some of the other items I got on my InBody. Body fat, like I said, is looking at 31.3%. Our body fat mass, this is terrible. I have 73 pounds of fat that's on my body. So as I think about running and the injuries that I've had in the past, certainly by reducing my body fat percent, it's going to reduce the likelihood that I get injured. You know, I kind of tweaked up my calf, hurt my knee, and so like a reduction in body fat is certainly going to assist, especially if I'm super active. What's some of the other stuff? We're looking at our skeletal muscle mass. So that's basically all the muscle mass that we have on our body. And so that's an area that we need to hold on to. I'm sitting pretty good there at 91.5 pounds. But certainly as I go on a calorie restricted diet, and again, it's not super restricted. I'm at about 2,500 calories per day. I'm approximately, if we're going to look at macros, I'm approximately about a 40-30-30 protein to carbohydrates to fat macronutrient ratio. But again, you know, I have to make sure that I'm eating quality foods. I can't just be eating whatever I want. And so that's been kind of tough, but I am making those adjustments. So we should be locked in for the rest of the 7 weeks there and beyond. Let's see, some of the other stuff. I'll focus in on the InBody score. In the past, I've been in the upper 90s. Not in the upper 90s, but in the 90s. And right now I'm sitting at a 72. So overall, I have a lot of work to do as it relates to body fat percent, visceral fat especially. And then if we can build a little bit of muscle mass, great. I've lost 2 pounds of muscle in the last couple, I would say since January or December of 2025. That's not necessarily good, but I am surprised based on the volume of lifting that I'm doing that I've only lost that much fat. So that's actually a pretty positive development there. I can take that. I've lost 20 pounds of fat since December 2025. So that was a positive result in this InBody. But again, tons of work to do, and we're gonna do the work to get there. So we cannot let that affect us as far as our motivation. If anything, it has to light a fire under us so that we get the job done. As I said in a previous video, we can't improve what we don't test. And so making sure that we understand these numbers, what our strategies are to improve these numbers is super vital. I've told you guys, like, if you're dealing with past injuries, you know, it's really, really important that we stay consistent in our programs, right? So if it's training that we're talking about, you know, making sure that we progress slowly, choose exercises that don't exacerbate any previous injuries. And even if we're dealing with temporary injuries, we allow those joints and those muscles to kind of heal up. If we're dealing with anything past 2 or 3 on a pain scale of 10, those are typically areas that I'll try to avoid. There are certain techniques that you can use to help improve those areas, but again, just avoid the areas, find exercises that do work for you, or maybe limit range of motion, you know, where you're not feeling that pain are some ways that you can kind of deal with previous or temporary, you know, kind of nicks. And either way, don't stop training, keep working. Yeah, let's just, we gotta stay positive, y'all. I'm about to do my Sunday meal prep. I'm gonna head to Walmart, you know, to go buy. We bought a bunch of groceries already, but there's some things that I still need. So I'm gonna head to Walmart, pick up a couple items there, and then make sure my meal prep gets done for the next couple days, so that I'm not scrambling at the last second buying meals that I shouldn't be buying, and making sure that my nutrition gets locked in. It's especially important now that I've seen the InBody numbers. So I'm gonna make sure that I get the job done today. And it's only gonna help us kind of making our week a lot easier, especially for busy people like I am. You know, I'm working 40 plus hours per week easily. And as a lead strength and conditioning coach, it's you know, it takes a lot of energy, you know, working out with soldiers, doing your own workouts, and still going in. You know, I wake up at, you know, probably 4:30 every morning to get to work. And you know, it's not easy, but still at the end of the day, it's our bodies, our health. So there's really no excuses in not getting the job done, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna head to the grocery store. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. But you know, we gotta keep working, y'all. The grind does not stop here. We don't give up when we get bad news. If anything, we have to double up our effort. And this, if anything, has just lit a fire underneath me. So, hopefully by the end of next week, we'll kind of see how things go. We'll reassess. But with that being said, you know, we got to get the job done. So I want to have some really great results at the end of this 8 weeks to carry over into the rest of the year. So anyways, all right, I'll check back with you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great week. But, you know, follow along, subscribe. I will continue to post videos, workout videos, but again, you know, it's one of these things that we got to deal with, and I certainly will. So, all right, y'all, you have a great day, and talk to you soon.